Ciao a tutti ragazzi e bentornati nuovamente sul canale Raistlin. Eccoci per una nuovissima puntata di Willy Morgan and the Course of the Bone Town. Bene, continuiamo questa avventura. Adesso stavamo appunto in questa cittadina, Bone Town, e niente. Stavamo proseguendo, eravamo andati alla libreria e ora dovevamo continuare il percorso. Bene, andiamo e vediamo un po'. Museo. Questo elica, non penso che adesso...
At first glance, it appears to weigh over 100 kilos, surely working out in the...
Ok, siamo qui. Chiediamo un po' a costui. Allora, libro.
There's something written. Free. Maybe it will come in handy.
Oh,
Go ahead and take it. It will open both your heart and your mind.
okay.
Some stickers to support Tom Rayleigh's cause are included as well. We also need your help to make this artist known.
Thanks. Prisons, the story of Tom Rayleigh.
Ok.
Now I know why this book is free. It seems more like a series of rambling stories instead of a serious biography.
Ecco.
Maybe there's just one bit of plausible information. Here it says that Tom Rayleigh's past is dark. He was repeatedly put in prison in Bone Town for being drunk and disorderly. The stickers are nice, but the book is useless to me.
Vabbè, tu prendi e non rompi le scatole. Ah, ho preso soltanto gli adesivi.
I'd rather put this book back in its place. Probably someone else will find it more interesting.
Sì. Ok, vediamo un po'.
They're stickers bearing the words Tom Rayleigh. The museum curator wants to do something to clear Rayleigh's name. According to the book's author, Rayleigh was repeatedly incarcerated in Bone Town for drunk and disorderly conduct.
Va bene.
I already have a memory that may never be erased from my mind. I don't think I'll need that too. I don't think it would come in handy. It's part of the museum exhibition. Better leave it where it is.
What do you think you're doing? Have you seen what is written on the envelope? It's the property of Tom Rayleigh's heirs.
But I'm one of his great-grandsons.
I'm a researcher, as well as a capable artist. Bring me concrete proof. Until
Zanzo.
then, the envelope will remain museum property.
Buongiorno.
Good morning.
Good. Can I do? I am very busy, and I'd hate to lose.
Are you the museum janitor?
No. I'm the curator,
Ah, ecco.
as well as the only artist in Bone Town.
Remarkable. Busy doing what?
I don't think you'd understand. You don't look like you have an open mind like us artists.
Please, I'm very curious.
No.
Come on, share it. Okay, I don't think it was...
Not my research is, of vital importance for...
Research for peace of mind?
Funny.
Finding himself?
No.
What kind of research?
I'm trying to clear the name of one of the most controversial...
Who are we talking about?
Tom Rayleigh. He spent almost his whole life in here.
Was he a researcher too?
No. This was a prison one. They say that Rayleigh, because of his alcohol problems, spent most of his sober time in here.
In every town there's a drunkard.
No. Tom wasn't a drunkard. His artistic life was very troubled. My research proved that.
Have you already done other research on Rayleigh?
Yes. You can find everything about it in the book I wrote on Rayleigh. You can take a copy if you like.
Abbiamo già
Already
preso.
done. Very illuminating.
Really? What passage impressed you most?
Was he just a drunkard?
I can see you caught the essence of my writing. So I suppose I've done a good job.
Just what I meant. How come you're so obsessed with Tom Rayleigh?
It's not that I'm obsessed. Some of the objects in here are his works. But, as with all misunderstood geniuses, he had a devil inside. Some people claim that, in the midst of a drunken stupor, he could produce his best works. But once he was sober, he destroyed those works because he deemed them not to have been done by him. And I, being a misunderstood genius myself, now want to clear his image.
If you say so. And how do you think you can do that?
I'm trying to recover all the works left by the master, and in the meantime, I'm tracing Rayleigh's great by delivering the only thing he left here in Bonetown.
His dignity?
No.
Money?
No. Che scemo.
A toothbrush?
Don't joke about that. We artists are not interested.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm talking about that envelope.
What are the contents of the envelope?
I don't know. It's an official document classified by the police and kept here in the museum. It says for Rayleigh's heirs. I can't open it. It would go against my artist code of ethics.
And probably against some laws as well.
Yes. I'm looking for Rayleigh's heirs to deliver it. So I might know what happened to Rayleigh once he left Bonetown, too.
Goodbye.
Yes.
I don't think sticking them there would be useful. I don't think... Better not. Better not. Better not. Better not.
Ok, qui non c'è più altro, quindi possiamo andare. Ci ritorneremo che dobbiamo prendere la busta sicuramente. Ok, andiamo qui. Oh, una locanda. C'è la candela, tavolo. Ok.
It would be better to ask the owner before taking a seat.
Certo. Lucchetto.
I don't think it can be opened so easily. I need the key. I can't open this case without the right key. The lock seems to be tamper-proof.
Ok, ci sono queste tre. E lui? Buongiorno.
Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome to the one-eyed Jack of the Bellamy family.
I glimpsed the menu outside the club. What's your specialty?
Chicken, kid. Delicious, free-range chicken.
Only chicken?
Absolutely, kid. Chicken is our main ingredient. Healthy, genuine, and it's not fattening,
vero.
so you can eat as much as you want. We Bellamys have invented more than 100 recipes to serve it with.
A diverse menu, then.
Come vanno gli affari?
How's business going?
Money is not important to the Bellamys. Our forefather, Eddie Bellamy, left us a little nest egg to pursue our family mission.
And what would that be?
Find the chosen one.
Bleh.
I see there's a free table. Can I take a seat?
It depends.
On what?
That table is reserved for those who want to test themselves.
Can you explain better?
Our family, the Bellamys, have always looked for the chosen one, and this table can reveal if a person is that or not.
Ci fa mangiare 150 polli
Are you a
diversi.
great-grandson of Eddie Bellamy?
Absolutely, kid. My great-great-great-great-grandfather was the best cook of the 7 seas. He was the one who founded the first one-eyed Jack, and since then we've come a long way.
Nel senso che vi siete espansi in tutto il mondo o nel senso che avete introdotto nuove ricette originali?
Do you mean that you've expanded all over the world?
Absolutely not. Bonetown has always been the one and only place where you can taste one of our delicacies.
Do you mean that you've introduced new, original recipes?
Oh, absolutely not. Nobody can improve A distant cousin tried to do that, starting his own company, the Mix something.
McDonald's.
But I haven't heard about it since, so I don't think he had our luck.
Surely not your luck, yeah. I don't get it, but it's okay.
Cosa
What's
contiene?
inside that case? It seems like some kind of fortune cookie.
Kid, that is not a fortune cookie. It's the fortune cookie. The first and most inimitable pastry needed by the skilled hands of Eddie Bellamy and passed down for generations, waiting for the chosen one to come and taste it.
Do you mean that in all these years, nobody was able to earn the right?
Absolutely not. That is the original cookie. Never has another one
Ok,
been made.
direi.
How can you recognize the chosen one?
That'll be the only one who can pass the test.
What test?
The menu, kid. The menu. Only the worthy will listen to the entire menu without blinking an eye. And at that point, he'll have earned the cookie, along with honor.
Very epic. Where does the test take place?
At the table. When you feel ready, take your seat, and we'll see if you might be the chosen one. But don't get your hopes up. We're extremely selective.
Ok, mi può parlare di nuovo dell'eletto? No, arrivederci.
Thanks.
Thanks to you, and enjoy.
Ok, andiamoci a mettere seduti al tavolo.
I see you want to prove yourself. When you're ready, call me. I'll be right there.
I can't, but maybe I can use something on me. It's my face.
Sì, lo so.
I feel ready.
Very well, I'm coming. Let's begin the test. We'll soon know if you're the chosen one or just another common person. Our menu includes mushroom chicken, algae chicken, egg chicken, spicy chicken,
Madonna.
sweet corn chicken, pepper chicken, olive chicken, chicken and vinegar, blah blah, chicken, blah blah blah, free range, blah 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 blah,
Ruspa.
herb crusted, blah blah blah. Kid, hey kid, the test is over. I'm sorry. I thought you were different from the others. For now, you're not the chosen one.
And yet I was sure I'd be the one.
Lettera. E come faccio per...
I see. When you're...
Forse mi devo mettere qualcosa...
I don't think I don't think fixing... I feel ready.
There.
Quindi mo rivede
Let's be
tutto...
our mushroom sweet chicken, free range.
Ah, ok. Non posso dormire.
Kid, hey kid, the test...
Se dormo non piglio
I'm
pesci.
sorry. I thought you were
Come si
different from
dice?
the others. For now, you're not the chosen one.
And yet I was sure I'd be the one.
E invece manco per niente. Bene, è stato un piacere. Ciao signore. Let's go. Ah no, vabbè sì. Allora. Qui siamo andati. Che ci sta qua non mi ricordo.
I don't think that dragging this barrel of over 100 liters would... They're barrels filled with water.
Aspetta, torna dietro. Grondaie.
I understand that copper has become precious, but I don't think it'd go unnoticed. I don't think sticking them there would be...
Non volevo attaccare, volevo capire se magari conosceva. Ok, dobbiamo andare. Oh, grondaie.
I don't need copper.
Siamo sicuri che non ti serve del rame? Non credo, porta. Ah, così. Wow.
I don't think that ransacking this paper... The stairs don't seem safe. I don't want to risk hurting myself.
Giusto.
I'm sorry, I'd prefer you not touch it. There's some important notes and I don't want to lose them.
Sure. Better ask for permission. I'd risk looking like a thief.
Buongiorno.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. I'm sorry,
It's been a while, hasn't it, Uncle Steve?
Uncle Steve. There was only one child that called me that. It can't be. Willy. Is that really you?
Yes, Steve, it's really me, Willy Morgan.
Son, how are you? Sorry if I don't get up, but my back is killing me. Sitting here all day is bad for my health.
All good, Steve. Thank you.
Tell me, what brought you back to Bonetown? It's been years since the last time I saw you.
Sentivo la mancanza.
I've been missing Bonetown.
I can hardly believe it. Lately, nobody ever comes back to Bonetown.
For the anniversary of my dad's disappearance. It's been 10 years. I was thinking of swinging by the cemetery.
Already 10 years? Time seems to have stopped in Bonetown since then. I sought refuge in my job to forget. I don't see your mother. Does she know you're here?
I told her I was leaving. She's away on a business trip.
How is she? I tried many times to contact you in recent years, but she never answered.
It was very tough for her, too. She preferred to make a clean break from the past, concentrating on me and her job. Bonetown is a memory that still hurts a lot.
I understand.
Ah,
Can I borrow a stamp?
Of course, as long as you use it responsibly. Even if they're dated back, they're the official stamps of Bonetown.
Thanks. I'll use them well.
Actually, when you're finished with your stuff, you can help me out with that stamp.
certo.
I have a lot of paperwork to authenticate.
Gladly. How are things going here in Bonetown?
Not very well, I'd say. It's becoming harder and harder to run Bonetown. People leave, and the problems are constantly
Nah.
increasing.
Yes, when I got here, I had problems
Yeah.
parking my bike.
Parking problems as well? That too must go on the list.
You mean the lack of courtesy at the old inn?
Are you staying at the old inn? The owner seems to be grumpy and surly. But actually...
Yeah.
Alright, I'll try to talk to him at the first opportunity. I'll write it down among the many things to do. I'd let you stay here, but to deal with the city expenses, I left my old house. Now I sleep in that little room over there. It's the only way I've found to be able to run Bonetown as best as I can.
Have you ever thought of hiring someone to give you a hand?
Yes, but funds are limited, and nobody wanted to take on this responsibility.
Ah. Ho visto una serie di lavori agli edifici.
I saw some construction work on the buildings.
That's one of the bigger problems in the city. It seems that our water resources are drying up. Some people say that upriver, certain companies have been doing excavations that caused the fracturing of some faults. I launched an investigation. There's no correlation. So I'm trying to solve the problem by recovering rainwater. And at the moment, it seems to be working.
I hope so, for Bonetown. Do you remember what happened to my father?
It's always painful for me to talk about Henry. We grew up almost like brothers. Before he decided to leave and become one of the most famous archaeologists in the world. Despite his work, he always found the time to come back here to the family and to meet his old friends. Unfortunately, his disappearance is still shrouded in mystery. The night before that fateful day, we went out together. We said goodbye in front of the old inn where he was staying. The next morning, I stopped by to say hello. There was no trace of him. His room was intact. The innkeeper said he didn't see him going out. That's all I know. Since then, I've been racking my brain to understand what happened. But Henry seems to have vanished into thin air.
Just like Mom always tells me.
Bene. Ti ricordi cosa è successo a mio padre? Sai per caso cosa stava lavorando papà?
Do you, by any chance...
I wouldn't know. Whenever he'd come to Bonetown, he told us fantastic stories of the places he explored. We felt like we were there with him.
Dad was always an exceptional narrator. When he told me a story before bed, I couldn't sleep right away, but instead spent a good part of the night...
He used to do the same thing with us here in Bonetown. Everyone was enthralled by him.
Ok, a
See you
dopo.
later.
Come back whenever you want.
Thanks.
Mo posso prendere il timbro.
I might need one. I'll take the more worn one.
Tac. Bene. Vediamo un po'. Il timbro.
I don't want to waste it like
No.
that.
Vabbè, scusa.
I don't want to waste... I don't want to... I don't want...
Avevo tutto.
I don't want to... I don't want...
Vabbè, stai calmo, stai sereno. Bene. Andiamo. E direi che possiamo andare di qua. Sì. Si fa losca la situazione.
Should I smash the window and take the contents? I
Beh.
don't see a reason yet.
Non vedo il perché, anche meno.
It only works with 5-cent coins. I better not. I don't want...
Bene. Entriamo. Attrezzi.
Hey. That is fragile instrumentation. You can't take it.
Excuse me, I thought it was available for customers.
No. It's extremely important equipment for my job. Only I can use it. Or whoever has my permission.
All right. Better not. I think the owner would be very upset. I'd like to take some, but I spent the last of my money at the Dead Man Inn.
Foglio.
I need it. I wrote down the ingredients I require to complete the recipe I'm working on.
I understand. Good morning.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I was just browsing.
No problem. But please don't touch anything without... I've arranged everything so that it will make my work easier.
What work?
I'm developing a recipe that will make me rich. I just have to find the final ingredients.
Can I have some candies?
Unfortunately, I have to say,
davanti a
the
tutti
ones
lui.
you see in the shop are needed to complete the recipe I'm working on, as well as for my livelihood.
I noticed.
If you have some pocket change, there's a candy vending machine right outside the shop. You can take as much as you want. It's only 5 cents for a candy.
Thanks a lot. What are you working on exactly?
It's a recipe of my own concoction for a new non-alcoholic drink. As soon as I find all the ingredients, I'll patent it. I've written everything I need on this piece of paper I found in the back room. There's still some ingredients missing to complete the recipe. Then I'm sure my life will take a turn, and I could say goodbye to Town.
Posso vedere i dolcetti, a cosa stai lavorando, abbiamo detto. Posso essere utile in qualche modo. Cos'è quel foglietto? Arrivederci.
What's that?
I honestly don't know.
Bene.
I was going through the back room when the new recipe suddenly hit me. I grabbed the first piece of paper I came across to write down the ingredients.
Can I see it?
I'd rather you not. Our sector is very competitive. If I let you read the ingredients, you could steal my recipe. I can give it to you after the recipe is completed, when I'll be sure nobody will copy my work.
Okay.
Allora, posso essere d'aiuto in qualche modo?
Can I help you somehow?
Let me think. Maybe there's something you could do. I need to go to the warehouse to get some things I couldn't find anywhere else in town. But I need a specific plant that grows here in these surroundings. It's a plant with white flowers that only grows in places exposed to the sun, but also with enough moisture.
No problem. I'll see if I can pick one up and bring it to you.
No. It's extremely delicate. Any contact with the acids in human skin could ruin its essence. You should use specific instruments to pick it up and carry it. If you're willing to give me a hand, I can provide you with all you need.
Cosa otterrei in cambio?
What would I get in return?
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Tremendously epic.
D'accordo.
All right.
Very well. Help yourself to the container and the trowel near the door. Once you've identified the plant, use the trowel to put it in the container.
I figured as much.
Thanks. It will also take me a while to find what I need in the warehouse. We'll meet back here.
All right.
Ok.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Quindi abbiamo detto la valletta. Questi forse attrezzi.
When you find the plant with the white flowers, make sure to be at...
I'll do my best.
Sì, giusto.
I better be
Bene.
going now.
Andiamo per ora.
The owner was clearly in a great hurry to leave. It only works with 5 cents.
Allora, voglio vedere un attimo qua che roba è. Paletta e
A gardening
contenitore.
trowel and a glass container.
Ok, bene. Andiamo qui. Mazza, si entra ovunque. Oh. Wow, sta giocando a PlayStation, ragazzi, spettacolare. No, Xbox, che è? Allora, stampante 3D.
It doesn't work like that. It's the same printer we use at school. Here on the side is a multi-format reader. It can read USB sticks, CDs, etc. And it's also a scanner to read data directly from images. Once
Okay.
all the info has been inserted into the reader, it'll be converted into data, which will be passed on to the printer. Only then will it be ready to begin operating.
Va bene.
I don't want to wait. Better not. Better not. I don't think- I don't think- I'm not thirsty.
Anche
I'm not
perché
thirsty.
in scenario a meno perite, quindi.
Useless. I already have all the energy I need.
Ciao.
Hi.
Hello, welcome to the fabulous Bonetown New Pub.
Mazza. Questo sarebbe un pub?
Is this supposed to be a pub?
It is. It's a full-fledged pub. You have the opportunity to select different drinks of your choice, and it's all automated.
At first sight, it looks more like a garage with vending machines.
Details. This is the future. People don't want to waste time with chatter. They want to get straight to the point. And I offer what they want. A valid alternative
Giusto.
to the old and worn-down Bonetown premises.
Maybe you should have invested a bit more in the interior design, like moving some tires or get.
I appeal to a different clientele. A bit in the style of Dine and Dash, but more like Drink and Dash.
Well, if that is your philosophy, I'd say you've done a great job.
I know. Thank you.
Questo è un pub, come vanno gli affari a Bonetown, come gestisci le tue attività, ho notato le nuove grondaie a Bonetown, ho visto anche una stampante 3D, arrivederci. Beh, facciamo uno per volta tutte quante. Come vanno gli affari a Bonetown?
How is business going?
I only opened this business, but I'm very confident. The market research I did before opening in Bonetown is very accurate.
Imagine.
So it's just a matter of time, and then I'm sure I'll find great satisfaction.
What kind of market research?
I was passing by Bonetown when I had a car problem. I asked for help from the town mechanic. After the hike to check out my stalled car, he asked me if by any chance I had something to drink. And so the light bulb went on in my head. Ding! If people here need takeaway drinks, I'll be here to serve them.
So you just relied on the opinion of a single person who happened to be thirsty.
Exactly. I know how to read the needs of a village. It's from little things that big projects.
I have some serious doubts, but I wish you luck.
Thanks, but luck doesn't have anything to do with it. Intuition and precise calculations are the
That's right, I agree.
Ok, chi è il meccanico del paese?
Who's the town mechanic?
He's a very skilled local handyman. They still call him the blacksmith here. He can fix practically anything. At first I had some problems with the vending machines, and he took care of making them go again. Now he's tinkering with my car. Now that I've moved here, I don't need it anymore. Since I have no urgency to get it fixed, I told the blacksmith he could work on it during the slow times. Since then, I haven't seen him around anymore.
I understand.
Chissà perché.
I noticed the new gutters in Bonetown.
I didn't. I'm not from around here. I recently opened my business, and I'm dedicating body and
vedo.
soul to it. I've never ventured out to take a tour of the town.
That's a shame. You don't know what you're missing. I also saw a 3D printer.
Yes, it's the latest fashion. I decided to expand my market. By offering different products in the same store, I have more chance to succeed.
Drinks and 3D printers?
I see you also grasp the symbiosis of the two things.
I wasn't exactly paying you a compliment.
This is another of my brilliant ideas. You can use it if you want. The first time, it's free. Just to encourage.
And many people use it here in Bonetown?
Some pass by here to see it, supposing it's an aquarium. But as soon as they recognize its potential, a universe of opportunity will open up to them.
I like your enthusiasm. I'll make good use of it.
It's at your disposal when you want it.
Ok.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Ah, ok, questa... Andiamo un po'.
It doesn't work like that. It's the same here on the side. Once
Vabbè,
only
abbiamo già visto. Ah, ok, no, mi serve per forza qualche altra cosa. Vabbè, andiamoci. Di qua. Carro.
What could I do with a cart with a couple of wheels missing? I don't need it.
Ah, ecco la macchina.
I can't get there, and above all, I don't need it. I'll think about it later. Maybe I could mount it on my next bicycle. Let's see if there's anyone here.
Dai. Wow, quanta roba.
Better take them with me. You never know.
Ah. E va, abbiamo preso le pinze. Questo è molto interessante.
It must weigh at least a couple of quintals. I'd rather not test my spine more than necessary. I don't need it. Too many things. I can't take them all. They could always come in handy.
I fiammiferi sempre possono... Oh, questo è un martello. Buono.
I don't know how, but it could be useful.
Dai. Gli abbiamo ben rubato tutto. Ciao cavallo.
Here, horsey. It doesn't seem to be very cooperative. Maybe it needs some extra incentive. Here, horsey. It doesn't seem to be very cooperative. Maybe it needs some extra
Ha
incentive.
bisogno di qualche stimolo in più.
I'm not an arson.
Non sono un
I
piromane.
don't think these will... I don't think the... Better use it with caution. I could cause serious damage. I don't want to...
No, magari funziona. Voglio provare.
Better use it with caution. I don't think that beating that hammer here would be useful. Maybe if there was something between the anvil and the hammer, it would be more helpful.
Sta l'incudine e il martello.
I don't think fixing... I don't think...
Vabbè. Never mind. Possiamo... Ah, ecco c'è la grondaia.
Lately, the value of copper has gone through the roof, but I don't really want to rob this poor town. I hope I don't have to compete in some strange medieval tournament.
Sì.
I'm a peaceful guy. I don't want to bring weapons. I'll remember it in case a dragon appears before.
Si fa sempre più interessante. Hello?
I don't think they would be useful to me, unless I wanted, but right
Vabbè.
now, that's not among the things I don't need them.
Non ne ho bisogno. Catapulta.
There's no ammo. I need something to test the range of this mini catapult. The engraving says J. Roger. Let's try to see if there's something that might be useful to my research.
Wow.
Oops, I better put everything back as it was. Sorry, my mistake.
Careful, boy. I don't like to repeat myself, so I'll tell you only once. It's not wise taking something without permission in a shop that sells weapons.
Thanks for the advice. This alarm is a problem. I have to find a way to avoid activating it.
Allora.
Better use it with caution. I could... Better use it...
Scusa, lo metti sopra.
I don't think these will... I don't want to waste it like...
No. Ok, catapulta, forbici. Vediamo se mi fa prendere le forbici.
Sorry, can I take these scissors?
It seems to me it's the only thing suitable for you in this
Yeah.
shop. Round edges for greater security. Go ahead and take them. And don't forget to advertise Roger's Weapon Shop.
Thank you.
Buono. E quindi abbiamo preso anche le forbici. Bene, bene. Buongiorno.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, young man. Are you interested in something?
Mi servono armi, tante armi. Da quanto tempo è in attività questo negozio? Vorrei dare solo un'occhiata, grazie. Mi servono armi,
I
tante
need
armi.
weapons. Many weapons.
No problem. Here you can find as many as you want. And if you don't see something around, I can order it for you. But I need your ID and your carry permit.
I'll be back with the documents. Many documents.
I'm sure of it.
Excuse me. All these weapons are messing with my mind. How long has this shop been?
Basically ever since Bone Town existed. In every town there's a shop selling weapons. And Rogers is the ultimate shop in the city. We have weapons from all countries and all ages. Our centerpiece is that gun on display over there. It dates all the way back to the early 1700s. My grandpa found it hidden in his attic. It's in a perfect state of preservation.
I'd only like to... I couldn't help but notice the gun on display.
You have a good eye, kid. It's the finest piece we have. It's an authentic weapon from the early 1700s. My grandpa found it in the attic, and since then it has always been on display here in our shop. We've done lots of research on it, but we were never able to establish provenance. We know that it dates back centuries, and it's a unique piece. It is unmatched in handling and finish. How it ended up in my grandpa's attic is currently a mystery. There's an inscription. J. Roger. We think it belonged to one of our forefathers, and in our family tree, there's nobody whose name started with it. The first Roger to arrive here in Bone Town was Johann, but he was an Icelandic fisherman.
How much are you selling it for?
It's the only piece in the entire collection not for sale.
Why's that?
It's needed to give our shop a certain prestige. Without this, we would just be another common emporium selling weapons. Instead, many people pass through here because they know this relic is here. If I sold it, many customers wouldn't return.
I understand.
Ci sarà per qualcosa per cui sarebbe disposto a cedere quella pistola? Come funziona il vostro sistema di allarme? Ho notato che la città si sta rinnovando con le nuove grondaie.
There must be something for which you would be willing to part with that gun.
Absolutely not. There is no other weapon identical to this. You could try to find another identical one, but according to the research we did, it's a unique piece. And even if I found another one of the same value, I could never trade it. As I already told you, our patronage is based, at the end of the day, on this heirloom. That's why we installed a very sophisticated alarm system that goes off as soon as the weapon is removed.
E quindi dovremmo farla sicuramente una copia con la stampante 3D.
How does your alarm...
It detects the presence, weight, and dimensions of the object. As soon as this is removed, it immediately goes off. The only chance to steal it would be to substitute the gun with another identical one. But being one of a kind, it's absolutely impossible. I'd say it's a foolproof system.
Understood.
Ok.
I noticed that the city is being revitalized with all those new gutters.
Let's say we must make a virtue of necessity. We've got serious water problems here in Bone Town. And, I would add, serious economic problems too. Our Mayor Steve is trying to tackle all these problems as best he can. I think it's a good compromise. All that shiny brass seems to beautify Bone Town, and simultaneously provides the water we need to get by.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bene, non c'è più niente da fare, penso. Move on.
They worked very hard to install all of them. I don't want to ruin them.
Ma c'è... allora, avevamo... Ok, quindi ho visto tutto... No, questo strumenti musicali non l'ho ancora visto. Museo sì, biblioteca pure. Locanda, municipio, farmacia pub, fabbro. Perfetto. Ok. No, che cosa ho fatto? Vabbè, sì, ciao. Allora, che ci sta qua? Ok. Carabina
Let's
del-
try and hope it still works.
Va bene.
There's a super promotion. With a single shot, you'll see yourself in your current form, in the guise of a pirate, and, brand new option, in the guise of a drunk pirate. All offered by the Lafitte Amusement Park. The things you do to attract customers. Woo!
Yeah,
I better go out and recover the posters. I'm curious to admire the different versions of myself.
immagino. Zan zan. Oh,
Great.
wow.
3 posters of me.
Interessante. Oh, alla Jack Sparrow.
I wouldn't say I'm exactly photogenic, but the flash didn't...
Va bene, non ci interessa.
It's not very nice to reverse the directions. Someone could get lost in this huge city.
Ah, però forse possiamo...
It could be a good idea.
Ah, vedi, vedi.
Now I have a nice pair of cardboard eyes.
Ah, quindi ci sono gli occhiali e...
Better use them only when there's... Better use them... I don't think that would work. Let's give a touch of authenticity to this poster.
Ok.
Now it seems that it was issued by a town hall department. The stamp has done its duty. I don't need it anymore.
Ok, quindi abbiamo tolto il timbro e beh, già abbiamo fatto un passo avanti. Ok.
It's not very nice to reverse the directions. Someone could get lost in this huge city. I'm quite sure it's a felony to remove public material, and I can't see... I could stand in line waiting for someone to show up, or I could spend my time any other way.
E lo so, vedi tu. Wow.
There's something shiny on the roof. Maybe it's the only thing worth taking from this place.
Ah, ok, oggetto che luccica.
My arms are not long enough. Maybe now they will come in handy.
Oh, grande. Che cosa ho preso? E che cosa ho
Got it.
tappo?
It's not a chimney. It looks more like a roll with a series of engravings
Ah.
on it. I don't think I still need these bulky tongs.
Quindi le pinze le abbiamo buttate. Rullo di
It's a roll
incisione.
used to make an instrument play automatically. In this case, I believe it's a piano. There's a signature and a date. April 24th, 1712. Walter Fly. If it really works, Fly would be a genius. I don't think that... Better not. I don't want to...
Ok.
I can't force it. It still looks very sturdy.
E che era?
I can't force it. It still looks very sturdy.
Sembra ancora molto resistente.
I don't think that... I don't think... Difficult task without even the original...
Non ce
I
l'abbiamo
don't need to
noi.
take it with me.
Però. Il martello, eccolo qui.
Let's try this one. No way. The weight doesn't move an inch. There must be another way to make the bell ring.
Ci deve essere un altro modo per far suonare la campanella. Qui però non c'è più niente. Allora. Non penso però Distributore di premi. Dove ci dobbiamo ritornare poi? Wow.
I can't take anything until the seagull goes away. I'd rather leave it in peace. It looks pretty aggressive to me. I'm not an arson. I'm not an arson. I'm not an.
No, ma non volevo.
I don't think. Better use them only when they're strict. Better use them. Better not. Better not.
Provo tutti, no?
Better use.
No, ma questo
Such a
poi-
nice little animal.
Sì, sì.
Actually,
Cartello.
I'd rather leave it here as a warning to all future visitors. Better not remove any pieces. I'd risk compromising its safety.
Let's go. Oh, siamo sul faro, signori. Targhetta.
I wouldn't know what to do with it. It can only be
Orizzonte.
admired.
Apertura, quadro comandi.
I don't really know how it works. There should be some instructions somewhere. I don't know how to make it work.
No. Ah,
I think this is the best possible way to use these matches. Once you used a certain kind of oil to light a fire. From the condition of the lighthouse, I'd say it's very likely there's still some left. I'm not risking burning anything, and I'm isolated from other houses.
ok. Perfetto.
Great, but it's better to close the opening, or I'll risk that flame burning out. Good job. I don't know how to make it work. I don't really know how it works.
Quindi ho fatto comunque della luce.
It can only be admired. I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Niente, basta, è finito. Let's go. Ok, torniamo qua e andiamo inside the porta. Oh, vedi che tipo.
It's not the right moment to think about buying an instrument. Besides, after spending my last savings at Dead Man Inn, I'm broke.
Questo
A tuning fork can always come in handy. Excuse me, can I take that tuning fork?
Sure. It's available to customers to find harmony.
Thanks.
e vai a prendere il diapason. Ok, per la costruzione della nostra
It's already
arma.
working. There's no need to waste coins. I don't know what to do with it. I have to thank Mom for the music. I don't know what to do with those.
Buongiorno.
Hello.
Hello, dude. Peace be with. May I help you somehow?
Mi piace l'assortimento di strumenti di questo negozio. È permesso fumare in questo negozio? Arrivederci.
I like the selection of instruments.
Thanks, dude. It took years to stock up so much choice, to test every single instrument to make it harmoniously perfect.
As in an orchestra where everything must be perfect?
No, dude. No. I'm talking about each instrument has a sound that connects your inner self with the motion of the universe,
Yeah.
making you a part of the whole.
And did you find the formula for this harmony?
Dude, for more than 50 years, I've experienced things that link me with the harmony of the universe, but the path is still long, and there's still a lot to try.
That's not hard to believe. I'd be curious to know what kind of experiments you conducted.
Better not ask certain things, dude.
Yeah.
In this case, I agree.
È permesso
Is
fumare?
smoking allowed in this shop?
Dude, who do you take me for? I could never go against the law and cause harm.
It looks like you're smoking.
No, dude, this is the new frontier.
I see. Aromatized flavor?
Yeah, you could say that. An aroma that expands your mind.
Sì, immagino.
I'm content. I don't want to investigate further.
Arrivederci.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey, there are other musical instruments here too.
Oh.
But these seem to be more ancient. It looks like a mechanical piano.
Ah,
I can't play
prima...
it. To make it work, a musical roll would be necessary. I never saw one so old though. There's an engraving. Walter,
Ecco, ce l'abbiamo il rullo.
the roll should go here.
Eccolo.
What was that? There's a hideout in the wall. The opening mechanism seems to have activated with the sound of the instrument.
Oh. Wow.
I'd rather not. I already have a lot of things in my bag.
Nascondiglio.
Usually there's a metallic stick to make it play, but I can't see that here. I need something else to make it vibrate. I don't think fixing my nails...
No, vabbè, che ne so, però...
I don't think that... To play it, I first need to find the strings and repair the bow. I can't play this way. It's a bow, but it's so old that the strings are worn out. I'll take it with me. If I can find a way to replace the strings, I can use the cello. Better not. A musical triangle. There's a plate.
Sì, ok.
It should work.
Ok.
Another noise. The
Ah,
hideout opened a little bit more.
ok.
A bit better. I can just glimpse something. Maybe a piece of paper? The crack is still too narrow. I can't stick my hand inside.
Dobbiamo suonare quindi anche il violoncello.
I already have a lot of things in my bag.
Va bene. Nota.
I'd rather not.
Meglio di no. Quindi ci dobbiamo ritornare perché adesso il violoncello abbiamo detto che
To
manca.
play it, I first need to find the strings and repair the bow.
E
I
riparare
can't play this way.
l'archetto.
Until I find the strings, this bow... I don't think...
Ok, grazie, arrivederci. Allora, proviamo a tornare un attimo qui. Voglio tornare in questo posto perché ora c'ho questo essere qua e possiamo metterlo in azione locura.
Is it possible the solution could be so easy? It seems to have worked. I won a prize. Very nice.
Che mi hai dato?
Let's see what this is about. Small Teddy, property of Rock Lafitte. Rock Lafitte? Could he be the same man from my father's letter? It would seem he was a pirate with a soft heart. It'd be better to check this plush more carefully. Just as I thought. There's something hidden inside. The very smart Mr. Lafitte hid his piece of the map the only place no one would ever look for it. Better add his part of the map to the other pieces. I don't need this plush anymore. I hope Mr. Lafitte won't be offended.
No, lo spero anch'io. Bene. Penso che qui ora abbiamo fatto più o meno tutto. Ah, ok, dobbiamo andare di qua che ancora non ci siamo andati. Wow. Ciottoli.
A few pumice stone pebbles could come in handy. They're light but resistant.
Bene, abbiamo preso un po' di ciottoli. Wow. Cripta.
It's empty. There's no need to enter.
Un po' di
These
fiori.
are the flowers the pharmacist was looking for. Better take
Ah.
them to him. But he expressly instructed me not to touch them with bare hands. I should use something that will preserve their essence.
Ah, ok, sì.
I hope they grew spontaneously.
Bene. Lapide.
I don't want to take a tombstone.
Giustamente.
The entrance is locked, quite rightly. Restricted access will be reserved for family members only.
Giusto. Allora, ci sta una mucca.
I don't want to open a coffin.
Io nemmeno.
It doesn't seem healthy to touch these things. I don't think that... I don't need it. Better not. Better not.
Solo questo? Mi sembra strano. Sì, non c'è altro. Bene, direi che possiamo andare via. Cioè, andiamo sopra. C'è il meccanico. Allora. Wow.
I wouldn't know what to do with it. I don't need a stained glass window. In any case, it's nice to be admired from here. I can't take an entire window.
Motore sparavalline.
I can't. It needs gasoline to work. It won't work if you don't start the engine first. From what I see, I guess it still runs on gasoline or something similar. I think they can be used in a more I think they can be used.
Ok, quindi per il momento qua non ci serve niente.
It doesn't seem like a good idea. Unless it's a matter of life and death, my tools cannot be touched.
Giusto.
I get it.
Allora, prima di andare là voglio entrare un attimo in chiesa. Portrait.
Maybe it could come in handy.
Ah, una macchinetta fotografica.
It's not a
Possiamo fare la foto alla...
I can't take the whole window.
Bene.
If I broke it, I would never forgive myself. I don't see why.
Parliamo pure vedendo, eh. Buongiorno.
Good
padre.
morning, Father.
Good morning, son.
Stavo ammirando la bellezza di questa chiesa.
I was admiring the beauty of this church.
You're right. It's a real piece of art. It dates back a few centuries and is all thanks to an ancestor of mine. After he traveled across the ocean, he settled here in Bone Town. Seeing the condition of the village, he wanted to build a place of comfort for wayward souls at all costs.
Come si chiamava il suo antenato?
What was the name of your ancestor?
Edward Drake, the first minister of the Bone Town community, upstanding guide of Bone Town's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, Father, I think I understand.
This calling has been handed down from one generation to another, right up to...
Mi sa che dire qualcosa di più su Edward
Can
Drake.
you tell me anything more about Edward Drake?
My ancestor? First minister of the Bone Town community, upstanding guide of the Bone Town's people, unblemished pastor of the community.
Yes, that one.
Before coming here to Bone Town, it is said he was a skilled glassmaker. All the stained glass windows of the church are his handiwork, created by his powerful hand, fused with the sacred fire of faith, designed with the ecstasy of supreme adoration.
Yes, really beautiful.
Yes, son. Every time I look at them, the fervor of the Drakes ignites within me once again.
Come vanno le cose per la chiesa di
How
Bonetown?
are things going for the Church of Bonetown?
Under my guidance, there's nothing to fear. Unfortunately, my flock has been reduced in number, but not in the strength of its faith. There are just a few troublemakers, a few kids who still don't have the patience to listen to my small 2-hour sermons, but nothing more.
Per fortuna. Mi sa dire qualcosa di più? Ok, come mai Bonetown si trova in queste
How come
condizioni?
Bonetown is in this condition?
Progress. Bonetown remained a pure city, like when my ancestor arrived and never adapted to progress, and the latest events surely didn't help.
What events?
There are weird stories going around. Some of the faithful said they've seen people, not locals, digging around the city. We warned the mayor, who went personally to the places in question, but he found them already abandoned. Rumors say these excavations caused a hydrogeological instability that's depleting Bonetown's water supply. Fortunately, the holes were filled in again to prevent any damage to our flourishing city tourism.
Non è che stiamo parlando di un'altra città. Cosa intende esattamente per fiorente turismo?
Are we talking about another city, perhaps?
Son, just the mere chance to visit our holy church should be good reason to come to Bonetown. Our little St. Peter.
Maybe you're exaggerating a little.
Plus, we have a lot of other pleasant attractions. Here in Bonetown, we don't lack anything. Library, museum, amusement park, one of the most famous inns of the area.
I wish I knew that earlier. I'm staying at the Dead Man Inn.
That one, precisely. Everybody envies us for it.
Who exactly envies the Dead Man Inn?
Come again, son?
Nothing, Father. I was just reflecting on my luck.
Mi sa dire qualcosa? No, perché secondo lei ci sono questi scavi clandestini?
What's the reason, in your opinion, for these illegal excavations?
Rumors say that under Bonetown there are veins of precious materials, and that the excavations were tests conducted by companies without city approval. The mayor would never let the city be disfigured.
What materials might be in Bonetown's subsoil?
Some fantasize about golden veins. Others say it's copper or tin. I think there is nothing at all, or they would have surely realized it when they built the city. There's been no findings of any precious materials, either today or in the past. In doubt, the mayor may put some signs around that forbid excavations in all areas adjoining the town.
Va bene, grazie, arrivederci.
Goodbye, son.
Bene. Ok, c'è qua il prede. Andiamo all'auto.
I don't have my driver. Hello.
Hi, do you need something?
Mi sembra molto
He
occupato.
seems very busy.
Good boy. I can see you're very perceptive.
Yeah.
Let's say it's one of my numerous gifts, in addition to...
I'll stop you right there. I already said you're very perceptive, and you noticed that I'm very busy. What does that tell you?
Che siamo diventati amici? Che hai bisogno del mio aiuto? Che hai bisogno di parlare con qualcuno?
That we have become friends?
In a certain sense. So I need a favor from a friend.
Shut
Could
up.
you please talk to me as little as possible? At least until I'm finished with this job?
Is it a long job?
You have...
He seems very...
Good boy.
Let's say it's
Okay.
one of...
I'll stop you right there.
That you need my help?
Absolutely. Here's what I need now. Could you please talk to me?
Is it a long job?
You...
He
Compriamo
seems
tutti
very...
quanti.
Good boy.
Let's say it...
I'll...
That you need to...
Maybe. So now I have to... Could you please...
Is it a long...
You have no...
Arrivederci.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't need it here. I don't think that... I don't think... I don't think that's... I don't think... I don't need it here. I don't need...
Bene, non c'è altro, secondo me. Io farei una foto a questa arma, così ce l'abbiamo come... Bene.
Here are the
Ok.
pics I took with the Polaroid. Now that the photographic film is over, I don't need that Polaroid anymore. I don't think there are any specialist photography shops here in Bonetown.
Ok, bene, abbiamo questa e ora andiamo nella sala giochi. Voglio vedere un attimo la mappa dove sono andato. Ovunque. Ok, sì. Qui abbiamo sia il pub, eccolo, che la farmacia. Allora,
It should work. The photos surely have to be inserted here.
well done.
Very well. A perfect plastic copy of the gun photographed in the shop. This printer model uses materials that faithfully reproduce the original objects by starting from simple photos. This replica could surely come in handy.
Già, eccola, vai così. Bene. Ok, io.
It's closed. The owner has put up a notice. I'll be right back, thanks. He
Okay.
actually told me he was going to the warehouse. I better try later.
Va bene. Allora, questo no. Oddio, che c'è qua, non mi ricordo. Ah, ok, no. Ok, catapulta. Ma posso usare questo secondo voi?
This sign invites me to the marriage. It says, new arrival. Try it.
Wow.
Don't worry. It's an irresistible attraction to the kids. I'm gonna tidy up. I hope it won't take too long.
Ah, eccolo.
I don't want to upset the owner.
Zac. Wow.
Finally, let's see if there's a clue. Hopefully it's not loaded. Very good. Inside the barrel was a piece of the map. Roger's
Andiamo.
piece. I don't feel at ease with a real weapon in my pocket. I'd rather not take it with me. But I can't get rid of it here or the owner would get suspicious. I'd better leave it somewhere outside of the store.
Ah, così proprio.
Looks like a good spot here.
Mm.
Now it seems much less aggressive.
Giusto. E dai, Quindi ora abbiamo questi pezzi di carta. Proviamo ad andare nuovamente. One hai qualcosa qua. Ah, ok, allora qui dobbiamo rimanere
I see
svegli.
you when you're
Quindi ci mettiamo seduti e ci mettiamo gli occhiali in faccia.
It could work.
Zan zan.
I feel ready.
very well. Let's begin the test. We'll soon know if you're the our menu in mushroom chicken, algae chicken, sweet corn chicken, pepper chicken, olive chicken, blah blah blah, free range, blah 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 blah, herb crusted, blah blah blah. Kid. Hey kid, the test is
Quindi
I saw you fall into a trance, just like in the legend that has been passed down for generations. You're the chosen one, the one who can taste the unique and incomparable Bellamy
vai.
cookie.
After the 6th plate, I felt the force flowing strong in me.
I know. The chosen one has this power. Keep the key. With this, you'll have access to the Bellamy
Yeah.
treasure.
Thank you. I'll put it to good use.
e andiamo. Thank you. E andiamo subito a
Good.
prendere.
I don't need these cardboard eyes anymore.
Bene, quindi e vai, va.
Since I'm the chosen one, I'm entitled to it.
Il dolcetto quello porta fortuna.
It's the original Bellamy cookie. Inside should still... I can't open it. After all these years, the dough is hardened. I need something to break the cookie.
Sì. Ah, ok. Forse dobbiamo andare lì da parte quella dove c'è il cavallo e battiamo. Allora, lui gli diamo sicuramente queste, che sono una cosa vecchia, anticaia e petrella, quindi possiamo prendere poi la...
Here you are.
It's an authentic wanted poster. But you can't tell who's the subject in the photo.
Sorry, I must have the wrong poster.
No? E questo è giusto. E beh, scusa, perché non gli piace?
These are my posters from the Lafitte Amusement Park, with an official stamp of Bonetown. Here you are.
It's an authentic wanted.
Sorry. Better not. They're... Better not. I don't think that... I need something to... Better use... I'm not an arsonist. It could be a good idea.
Ah, ecco.
Now it seems that the wanted man is Tom
Ok,
Railly. The resemblance to me is remarkable.
perfetto.
Here
Ora
you
sì.
are.
Interesting.
Sure, they are wanted posters of Tom Railly. I found them at home in an old chest left to us by one of my ancestors. I know that in the past he had some problems with the law. My poor great-great-great-grandfather Tom.
Actually, they look authentic. The resemblance to you is evident, especially after he drank a bit.
Oh, thanks.
And the stamp is authentic as well. There is no doubt you're one of Tom's heirs.
E dammi la busta.
Finally, I have something for you. Take that envelope. Tom forgot it here, in the old prison after his last, visit. Since then, nobody has ever seen him anymore. Can you tell me what happened to him?
Ah. Allora, si è trasferito ad ovest diventando molto famoso, solite cose da artista, vita spericolata, nessuna sicurezza economica, all'improvviso è diventato un mio avo. Questo qua.
The usual things for an artist. Life on the edge. No financial security.
Just as I thought. I have to follow his path.
Nah.
Take his envelope and make your forefather proud of you. Now I have to refine my technique so that it will at least be equal to that of Master Rayleigh.
Thanks a lot.
E andiamo.
Better leave before opening the envelope. Let's open it. I'm intrigued to see what Tom Rayleigh left me. As I suspected, inside there's both a piece of the map I was looking for and a little flask. By the smell, I'd say the rumors about Tom's drinking problems were true. Best to add this piece of the map to the others. Let's just hope the contents of the flask won't spill out into the bag. I don't want to give the impression of being a drunkard.
Ah.
Hello?
Boss, it's me. Bob is keeping an eye on the young Morgan. It looks like he's snooping around Bone Town, but we still don't know the reason. He's either particularly good or he has nothing to hide.
I don't trust him. It's strange that Henry's son shows up again in town
Non è
after
che
all these
lui,
years. Continue
il
with the
padre.
surveillance. Sooner or later, he'll make a wrong move.
Okay, boss. I'll keep you posted.
Good. I'm close this time, and another Morgan won't stop me.
Bene. Allora, adesso abbiamo, non mi ricordo più. Ok, questo dobbiamo andare ad aprire il biscotto della fortuna. Quindi andiamo qui. Biscotto della fortuna.
That's a good idea. This anvil gives me a perfect support.
Bene.
Now I have to find something with which to... That's a good idea. Only the imitation of an ancestral weapon will allow the chosen one to perform his duty.
È giusto, vai.
After the impact, the hammer disappeared. Maybe it wasn't a copy of Thor's hammer, but at least the cookie broke. Inside, there was something left by Eddie Bellamy. Better take it all to not leave any trace.
E dai, un altro pezzo della mappa, su. No. E che è?
So I find myself with the pieces of a biscuit that dates back centuries, and a message. It doesn't seem like the classic fortune cookie message. It's a piece of the map, just like my dad said. Better add it to the others. I'd rather not. Better not.
Banco da lavoro. Ah, c'era questo cisterno.
Better not. It looks like here in Bone Town, water is a valuable asset. I think they can be used in a... I think they... I don't need it here. I don't need it. I don't need it here. I don't need... Better not. Better not. Better not. Better not.
Secondo me qui c'è da fare qualcosa che non riesco a capire.
I don't think that... I don't think...
Ci dobbiamo fare questo pezzo di cose.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
Foglio, che roba è sto foglio?
I don't need it.
Bene, niente, penso che non ci sia niente da fare qui. E vediamo dove andare. Farmacia, ora bisogna capire se è chiusa la farmacia. Cimitero. Il faro, però Ah sì, perché il biscotto lo diamo a lui.
I think it is the only one able to digest it.
Ok. C'è.
Great! I can finally rummage through it.
Ah,
A
una
5-cent coin.
moneta.
It'll surely be useful. Better invest. Better invest. Better invest. Better invest. Better invested in. Better invest. Better invest. Better
Provo su
invest.
tutto.
Better invest.
E va
Better inve-
bene. Ah sì, certo. No, tickets no. Su quello che c'aveva la macchinetta sì. Ok. Farmacia. Eccolo.
5-cent coin. Do what you gotta do.
Dai.
Perfect. A jelly bean.
Ah, una caramella gommosa. Bene. Ora forse possiamo dare al cavallo questa caramella gommosa.
No horse can resist a treat. Better put it inside the manger.
Che problemi c'hai? Coda.
Being very careful, I should be able to take what I need. Easy, horsey. You won't notice a thing. That didn't go too bad. Now I have these amazing horsehairs. I hope they come in handy.
E andiamo. Bene. Figo.
Good idea.
Eccolo.
This way I should get a perfectly functioning bow.
Giusto, perfetto. E ora dobbiamo tornare, prendiamo la mappetta, al negozio di musica, così possiamo suonare l'altro strumento e si aprirà del tutto.
If I remember correctly, it should be played like this.
Perfect. Sì. Sì.
That
Perfect.
noise again. Finally, the opening is big enough to allow access. At least for a hand. I don't need the bow anymore.
Bene.
Perfect. I can get my hand through.
E vai.
It's a piece of paper. Actually, it's a piece of Kid's map. It's been well studied. Even now with 6 pieces, I can't get clear clues.
Quindi me ne mancano 2. No, 3. Allora manca questo e quindi dobbiamo andare probabilmente dalla chiesa. Allora abbiamo detto che qui al motore mancava tipo l'olio, no?
The alcoholic content of the liquid in this flask is remarkable.
Ok,
It could work.
potrebbe
Done.
funzionare.
The flask is empty. I don't need it anymore.
Bene, ciao. Ora
I think they can be used in a more useful way.
ah,
You just have to press the button. Let's
vai.
see what happens.
No! Don't you dare! This is an order! I won't repeat it a second time!
You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens.
Strange. Ah sì, ok.
Father, was it you who screamed?
Son, even the most meek and calm man would lose his temper over this outrage.
I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Somebody dared to kickstart the devil's car.
I still don't understand.
Outside the church is a machine. A wicked machine. The kids of Bonetown used it to play. All that clamoring and laughter disturbed my concentration. It's not easy to write
no.
a 2-hour sermon,
Così
but
veloce.
it's necessary to maintain a straight-laced community. I instructed never to use it anymore, and it's been years since it fell quiet. But today, someone has transgressed. It'll be necessary to rely on the Holy Scripture again.
Are you planning to write a sermon about the scriptures?
Oh, no, son. This situation has to be resolved in the most drastic way. I have a task for you. You'll have to restore the order of things.
I don't think I'm the right person for it.
You're here in my presence, so you're the right
Certo.
person for the job. I didn't want it to come to this, but things are escalating. Take this sacred relic. It will be your mission to fix it and place it outside the church. Everything is already set up. A sacred aperture will host the word.
Wow, e che marado. Ah, ok.
It seems like just a sign to me.
Young and pure of soul, it's the word that will prevent the newly started havoc from spreading any further.
Giusto.
But it just says play forbidden.
Isn't that enough for you? My mind cannot suffer distractions. My sermon must be impeccable. Carry out your mission.
But the sign is broken.
Ask for help from the blacksmith right outside. Maybe he can help you.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
It's not useful to me in this state. I need help.
Yeah.
I'm on a mission from God, or rather, from the Reverend.
In this case, I can give you a second. What do you need?
The Reverend has entrusted me with a mission. I have to fix this sign. Can I take one of your tools?
I might have what you need. Inside the toolbox is a multi-purpose tool that serves to tighten, bolt, even open some specific locks. It's the only thing I can give you for your mission. The rest I need to repair this wreck. Make good use of it.
Thanks.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Be sure to make good use of it.
As always, sir.
Ah, è un crick, che roba è? Interessante. Arnese.
Good idea. Perfect. Now the sign has a certain stability.
Bene. E now? Dobbiamo andarla a mettere lì.
It should work. Mission accomplished.
Perfect. E ora vediamo che succede.
You just have to press the button. Let's see what happens.
Wow.
Oops. Technically, it wasn't all my fault. I just followed the Reverend's instructions to the letter.
Bene, andiamo a vedere mo che dice il reverendo. Ah, vetro. Enzo?
Hold still, son. Don't touch anything. At least until I know who did it.
All right. What happened?
Somebody, some ungodly soul guided by an evil hand, damaged the sacred stained glass windows. Have you seen any black sheep wandering in my church?
I think I saw some kids playing up front.
I thought so. Surely it was one of them. Can you describe the person?
Sì, sicuramente Biondo.
Surely blonde.
Anything else?
Tarchiato, magrolino. Tarchiato, magrolino.
Skinny.
Any distinguishing marks?
Occhiali spessi, aveva una fionda. Lentiggini.
Freckles.
It's clear. Michael, I think today I'll pay a visit to your parents. I'll go and resolve the situation. Nobody can disfigure the sacred church of Bonetown, shelter of the poor, symbol of faith, beacon of the community.
Vabbè. Ciao prete. Grazie, così mi prendo il pezzo di vetro.
Weird. I could have sworn there were some micro inscriptions on the glass. Actually, this glass shard contains a piece of the map. Supposedly the one belonging to Reverend
Ammazza
Drake.
che fortuna. Ok, e mo manca soltanto...
Almost there. It's closed.
Ancora.
I'll be right. I better try.
Vediamo un po'. Ah, qui mo abbiamo questo che abbiamo preso prima, che è molto interessante. Allora, arnese multiplo, eccolo.
Let's try. It works.
Yeah.
I heard a click. Empty. It seems so strange. There's something that doesn't add up in this crate. Let's see. Just as I thought. There's a false back. I just need something to pry it open. I don't think that would... It should work.
Yeah.
Bingo! The nail file got stuck, but it doesn't matter. There's something a lot more precious inside. It's another
Ecco qua.
piece of the map, and I think it's the teach one.
Ne manca uno. Ah. Nel frattempo... Ah, è tornato, eccolo qua. Bene. Allora. Well done, così avremo tutti e gli 8 i pezzi di...
Perfect. Now I have everything I need. My recipe is practically done. It will be a drink that is sure to make waves in the world. Non-alcoholic, dark-colored, sparkling. It can even cure a headache.
I wouldn't want to ruin your dream, but I think that already exists. Actually,
Nah.
I believe you're even in danger of clashing with some mega corporations.
I know the market very well. I managed to isolate and replace the secret ingredient with another.
Really? Which one?
Now it's the root extract of
Oh.
Hey. Nice try, boy. You almost had me going there. It's the only ingredient that is not present on the list. Take it. I don't need it anymore.
Thank you. Better read it away from prying eyes. Wait a minute. This list is a bit strange. I can glimpse something under the text about the ingredients. It's a receipt. It says, I, Dr. Alfred Every, on July 15th, 2008, deliver to Steve Bonnet the artifacts found in the basement. In exchange, Mr. Bonnet transfers to the Every family, free of charge, the property of the building where the family business is actually located. The agreements will not be disclosed. Yours faithfully, Dr. Every. It's countersigned by Steve Bonnet, too. To which artifacts is Dr. Every referring? If the agreements have not been disclosed, the only one that would know anything about it is Uncle Steve. I'd better get over to his office to investigate.
E andiamo allora. Bene.
Weird, Steve's not here. In the meantime, I could inspect his office looking for the receipt of Dr. Every.
Bene. Allora, qua c'è stato il mappamondo che ci
So
sono delle
weird.
carte.
There are no notes on these papers. What can they do? Wait a minute. There's a button under here. I could be wrong, but they seem to have been placed in the way to hide something. There's nothing. Let's see what happens by pressing it.
Bravo, va.
I wasn't
Zanza.
expecting this. I just thought it was a drawer with some kind of mechanism.
Bene. Ok. Non penso che qui ci sia qualcosa di
I don't think that
interessante.
ransacking...
Well done. Oh, aia,
It
male.
closed back automatically. There's probably another device in this room that makes it open. Why all this secrecy? And what's this room? Better take a look around.
Ok, incominciamo dalla lavagna.
There's nothing useful here. A rope is always useful.
Certo. Oh, signori, avete visto il telefono rosso e la scrivania viola? Ecco chi è allora. È quello che dice di essere mio zio.
I thought it worked the same as the one in Steve's office. Instead, this is just a simple globe. There must be another way to get out of here. And what's this? It looks like some sort of diary. There's something inside. I don't think I'm mistaken. This is a piece of the map. It's surely Every's, the last piece missing. Finally, the map is complete. On this piece, there are some coordinates. 47 degrees north by 78 degrees east. Brilliant! The coordinates are useless without the rest of the map. The light will guide you. 47 degrees north by 78 degrees east. It must have something to do with the old lighthouse. There's also a strange coin. Why is it here? What does Steve have to do with this story? There must be something I'm still missing.
Madonna, quanta roba.
Let's see if there's an explanation in the diary. I can't believe this. Steve knew.
Oh,
Actually, Steve is
È
the
l'artefice
architect
della
of
morte
Dad's
di
death.
papà.
And all because of his envy and the longing to find Kid's treasure. To think they were so close. Almost brothers. Dad really trusted him, but he should have guessed his changing. And Kid wasn't that stupid. All the pieces of the map are needed to find the treasure. I have to escape from here and unmask Steve. This diary will be the proof. Better go to the old lighthouse. The light will guide you. Let's hope that's true.
allora.
Hey, boss.
What's going
Oh.
on?
Boss, we can't find the young Morgan anywhere. Impossible. He can't be volatilized. Continue to search. If he has his father's insight, he has surely discovered something that we've been missing till now. I'm going back to my office. This city needs a person able to guide it. All right, let's go.
It's Steve and the innkeeper. They're in collusion. I have to get out of here as soon as possible. Better let some fresh air in. Good idea. This seems to be the only possible way out.
Ok, well done, signori. È ora di andarcene. Però
I don't want to take all of this with me.
ok, allora prima di andarcene vorrei un attimo. Allora, Harry è tornato a Bonetown, sembrava un bambino il giorno di Natale. Ha detto di avere grandi notizie che vuole condividere con me. Quello è il 4 luglio, questo 7 luglio, difficile da credere, Harry è riuscito nella sua impresa, ha finalmente trovato la prova che il tesoro di Kid che abbiamo sempre sognato da bambini esiste. 9 luglio, Harry ha rivelato qualcosa di più, uno dei membri della ciurma sembra essere stato un certo Chris Avery. Stando alle ricerche di Avery, dopo essersi ritirato dalla vita piratesca, si è trasferito qui a Bonetown. Devo fare un salto alla vecchia Farmacia, ok, sono gli unici everi rimasti a Bontown. Magari sanno qualcosa e posso dare una mano ad Harry nella sua ricerca. 15 luglio, un colpo di fortuna, ho chiesto a Fred di poter frugare tra le vecchie cose in cantina. Dopo ore di ricerca mi è capitato tra le mani quello che sembra essere un vecchio pezzo di mappa con delle coordinate e una moneta. 47 nord, 78 gradi est. Le coordinate puntano nei dintorni di Bontown. Fred ha voluto in cambio la proprietà ammazza dello stabile, 4 mura per un tesoro inestimabile, mi sembra un buono scambio. 18 luglio, ho rivelato ad Henry di aver trovato le coordinate del tesoro, mi è parso molto titubante, secondo lui non è così semplice, conoscendo l'ingegno di Kid, l'ingegno, vabbè. Poco importa, ho finalmente la possibilità di fare anch'io fortuna e sicuramente il mio nome nella storia. Domani riferirò ad Harry che ho intenzione di comunicare cominciare a scavare il prima possibile.
See you soon, Steve.
Wow. Corri. Bene. Ora, molto important è prendiamo la mappa, andiamo al faro. Allora,
It's useless this way.
no, non è questo.
I think they can be used in a more useful...
E già ci ho messo il fuego.
I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Ah, ok. E qua.
I don't really know how it works. There should be some instructions somewhere. I guess it's praise for the job this lighthouse had to do. I wonder how many ships it helped dock safely. There's also a list of things to do. 1, start. 2, steer. It doesn't seem difficult. Okay, let's try.
Ok. Ah. Ah, ok, sì. Uno navigare, l'altro orientare. Va bene.
Bingo!
Oh,
This is the point marked on the map. Let's see in what direction the lighthouse is pointing. Good.
dove? Ah, ok, sì. Dove stanno le bare nel cimitero.
Very well.
Perfetto.
The lighthouse is positioned according to the instructions on the map. The light points in the direction of the cemetery. Better go check.
Eh già. Wow.
Once there was a legend. To access the afterlife, a boat toll was required. Once there was a legend. To access...
Vabbè. E quindi?
Maybe this coin wasn't used as currency in the earthly world, but rather to pay the ferryman for a journey to the afterlife. Let's
Eccola,
try.
va dentro l'occhio. Wow. Amazing.
Where did I end up? It It seems like a natural cape.
Non c'è niente.
I can't believe it. This is a colony of Mexican psilocybe, one of the most powerful hallucinogenic mushrooms in the world. Professor Jones showed one of these in class when explaining Aztec rituals.
Professor
Their
Jones?
sour odor is unmistakable, and the conditions for growth seem to be ideal. Humid and lacking sun. Only a strong adrenaline rush can counteract their effect. They're supposed to proliferate only in a few areas in Central America. How did they end up here? I'm also wondering who put these wood barrels here. I'd rather not touch them. This species of mushroom is extremely dangerous. The Mexican psilocybe, even if taken in small doses, causes addiction and induces hallucinations and trance states.
Ammazza, tutta sta roba. Vediamo un po'.
I don't need it here. I don't think... It has lots of uses, but not this one. Better not. I need this to... I need... I'm not an arse... I don't want to dive over there. I can't even see the bottom.
Ah, possiamo continuare a camminare oltre. Well done. Oh, una nave pirata, signore.
It can't be. The hull outline, the colors on the bulkheads, a red nightmare sailed on the sea. Its slender shape induced all to stop and admire it.
Willy
The
Lorbo.
historian Jean de Leon described the adventure galley this way. This is it. The adventure galley. Kid's ship.
Willy Lorbo, per chi ha visto i Goonies.
The famous adventure galley. Rumors say that Kid launched raids in all the seas and that the adventure galley was the richest pirate ship around.
Scaletta.
It's an amazing ship, and its preservation is practically perfect. I wonder how many secrets it still hides after all this time.
E vai, va.
Who dares?
Chi osa? Wow.
But, who said that?
Del padre.
Dares board my ship without permission?
Who's talking? Are you a ghost? Show yourself.
How dare you give orders to me? Only I can give orders.
It can't be. I can't believe this. My God.
Papa.
Dad, is that really you?
I have no sons. I'm the adventure galley's captain. My name is only whispered in both the old and new worlds.
Senti il
Some
palo
people
cervello.
call me the scourge of the seas. I'm William Kidd. Who are you?
Dad, is that really you?
Don't be cheeky, boy. I already told you that I am the captain, William Kidd, and I have no sons. Are you questioning the word of a captain?
Non mi riconosci, sono io, Willy.
Don't you recognize me?
What tone is this? Boy, remember who you're talking to. I'm Kidd.
What happened to you? You're not Kid. You're Henry. Henry Morgan.
Don't you ever mention that name in my presence. Morgan and Blackbeard are the reason my crew and I are here. If it wasn't for their betrayal, right now we'd be the masters of Tortuga. Instead, Morgan and Blackbeard mutinied, hired their own crew and attacked us.
No,
but nobody can take possession of William Kidd's treasure. Remember well these two names, because they're the worst enemies of Kidd's crew. Morgan and Blackbeard. What I wouldn't give to meet you face to face. And now, speak plainly. For what reason are you here?
Vendo 7 divento le materassi biciclette.
Captain, I'm the new deckhand you were waiting for.
It's about time. You have permission to board and immediately get to work. The bridge needs a clean sweep. Ask the quartermaster to give you everything you need to make this ship shine. I'm going back to my cabin now. I have to plot the route for our next destination. Tortuga is waiting for us.
Sì. Andiamo bene.
What's happening here? How could Dad still be alive? Why doesn't he recognize me? I better get on the galley right now. I have to get my dad back home. The ship is completely deserted. I guess Dad, or Kid as he now considers himself, is in his cabin to the stern of the ship. It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick. I don't want to shoot a cannon.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
There are rats inside the magazine.
That's the reason you've been brought on, deckhand. Try to earn your daily rations. Anything else?
Qualcuno ha rubato l'ultima botte di grog. Capitano, mi può raccontare la sua storia? Mi scusi.
Someone stole the last barrel of grog.
What? This is really serious. But the quartermaster can take care of it. Anyway, no less than 100 lashes with the cat o' nine tails for the guilty party. Stealing the grog? The nerve. Anything else?
Captain, can you tell me your story?
Is this the reason you embarked?
I hoped to understand how you ended up here, Dad.
I have no time to get angry now. Go back to your duties. You can hear my story from the other members of the crew.
Non ci sta nessuno.
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
Bene. Ok, well done. Bambola.
It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person. I can't take them. I can't take it. Dad is seated at the captain's desk. There's a strange smell coming from the cabin.
Allora, ci sono... Ah, c'è un altro...
I can't reach it.
Vediamo un po' che c'ho.
Better not. Better not.
Come si esce? Da qua. Allora, qui ci abbiamo libri.
It doesn't strike me as the best time to start reading treatises on 17th century fashion. Some well-preserved clothes.
Aha.
Clothes from the end of the 600. Their fabric is very good. They were probably used only for the important guests of the ship, not for the crew. An old three-cornered hat. I think it belonged to some captain, or someone from the upper class anyway.
Ce lo possiamo mettere addosso volendo.
I'd only risk ruining it this way.
No. Forse devo fare qualche altra cosa qui. I don't think so.
I can't take... It has lots of uses. It has lots... I'd only risk ruining it. I have to find a better use for them.
Vabbè. Andiamo fuori di qua.
Better not. The ship is docked on this side. It would be better to use the stairs. According to a chronicle of the period, these wooden mannequins were used to make the crew size appear larger. The fear factor and the number of armed men visible was usually enough to win a battle without even fighting. Somebody carved the name they gave to this mannequin in the wood.
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Ah, mi sono preso il manichino.
That is not its purpose. That is not it.
Quale sarà il manichino? C'è il... Scusate.
This old sword could come in handy. Maybe I can learn how to handle it. If I'm not mistaken, near my house they just opened a school. The Sword Master. That should guarantee success.
Dai.
Yuck. The hilt is all sticky. Time must have corroded the handle's material. This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that. Why on earth should I leave through this hole? I should have a very valid reason. It's locked. If, as I suppose, this is the door to the hold, they have surely reinforced it. I obviously need the key to enter. I could ask the captain if he knows where I can find it.
Oh, ok.
What's happening now? I hope it's something.
Avrei bisogno della chiave per poter accedere alla stiva.
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew. You must earn this honor. Every new member must get to know the ship and gain the trust of the rest of the crew.
I think I already saw everything and talked with everyone.
Let's see if this is true of you. Answer these 3 simple questions. First, name at least one member of the crew, except the captain, that you met on board.
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code have the rules of life on board been drafted?
Ricordatevi, piccolo principe. Sicuramente il codice atlantico di Leonardo.
Surely the Atlantic Codex by Leonardo.
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced until today?
Quante battaglie abbiamo affrontato fino ad oggi? Boh.
$36.
I'm sorry, you're not ready. The answers are all around.
I'll need.
You still are every.
I think.
Let's see first.
Jimbo.
Second question.
Codice
According to
delle
which
battaglie.
code have the.
Grog.
Third and last question. How many?
27.
I'm sorry. The answer.
I'll need.
You still every.
Mi
I
provo
think.
un'altra
Let's
volta.
first.
Forse.
I guess.
Second question.
Sure.
Third and last.
14.
I'm sorry. The answer.
No. Vabbè.
Sorry,
Arrivederci.
Captain.
Good. Go back to your.
Allora. Vediamo un po'.
I can't take them. They look like nautical charts.
Sembrano
Probably
carte.
routes of the Adventure Galley.
Ok. Adventure Galley.
Life on the Seas, Rules and Tasks on Board a Ship by William Kidd. It seems Kidd was writing a treatise. Interesting. Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's one of the first editions. Dad looks busy. He completely got into the role.
E basta, non c'è più nient'altro. Vabbè. Dici sempre le stesse cose?
It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I could.
Forse c'è da fare qualcosa con...
Better not. The ship is docked on this side. There's a risk that. It would be better to use.
Proviamo...
I should have a very valid reason to do something like that. This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to... Why on earth should I leave through this... It's a wooden mannequin. They used it.
No. Dovremmo ritornare da papà.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Sì.
I'll need.
You still are every new.
I think I'll.
Let's see if this is first.
Vabbè.
Name at least one
Capitano,
member of the
scusa,
crew,
conosciuto a
except the
bordo.
captain, that you met on board.
Jumbo. E questo
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code have the rules of life on board been drafted?
Vita sui mari di Kid.
Life on the Seas by Kid.
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced until today?
27.
I'm sorry. The answers.
No, c'è 40 cose che non va. Vabbè, niente.
Sorry,
Allora ho trovato un'altra. Hai visto che ho dato un'altra risposta. Forse i libri qua. Vediamo un po'.
These are books on dressmaking in the 1600s. Evidently, Kid cared about being up to date on the evolution of European costumes. Or some guest left them during his holiday on the adventure galley. It looks like some pranks. Better not touch it. They look like nautical charts. Probably routes of the. I can't take them.
Queste l'ho viste tutte. Ma perché possiamo con il destro apriamo un'altra
It's one of
tipologia
the
di...
galley's cannon. It's one of the galley's cannon.
Vediamo un po'.
It's an old cannon. It will be more than 300 years old. At least as old as the adventure galley.
Ok.
It's a relatively new cannon. I can see the cave in which the When it was opened, the it's one of the oldest cannons on the ship. You can tell by the notches. Every notch shows 8 notches. So 8
8
battles.
battaglie, eccolo
An
qua.
interesting tip. I guess it's still armed and ready to fire.
Bene. Allora, torniamo su. Da papà. E andiamogli a chiedere.
What's happening now? I hope it's.
I'll need.
You still aren't every new member.
I think I.
Let's see it first.
Allora, Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Vita sui mari di Kid.
Life on the.
Third and last.
Quanti? 8.
8.
Well done.
Ben
You
fatto.
have the honor of becoming one of
Ace.
Kid's
E
pirates.
andiamo.
Among us, there's a pact of mutual friendship and loyalty. You deserve the key to access the hold.
Bene. Thank you.
Thanks, Captain. I'm honored to be part of your crew. Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you.
Ok,
Good.
ciao.
Go back to your duty.
Vai, let's go. E andiamo. E apriamo questa porta.
Perfect. Wow! The
Wow.
legends were true. This is the result of years of piracy in
Wow.
all the seas of the world.
C'è un sacco di tesoro qua,
They
ragazzi.
will surely be full of doubloons or jewels, but now I have other priorities. I'm not interested in taking these coffee beans. I'm already wide awake, especially after finding my dad. It's a mask. It doesn't seem to come from the... I think it's the loot plundered from the assault on some ship coming from Europe.
Ah, prendi la maschera, giustamente. Certo, sì.
It surely contained some spices. They were very precious goods. I don't need it now. The temptation to examine or take some of those coins is strong, but Dad takes precedence over everything. First, I have to take care of him, and then together we'll study the galley and its treasure.
Abbiamo già fatto tesoro.
They all have to be dated and cataloged, even if I'd like to dive into it, like in the comic books. It won't be useful like... It won't be...
Che so, magari
It won't
prende
be
un po' di tesoro.
It won't be useful. It won't.
Basta. E mo succederà qualcosa. Non si può.
It won't be useful. It won't be. It won't. It's not helpful to me. It's not. It's not helpful to. It's not helpful to me like this. It's not. It's not help. It's not helpful to me. It's not help. It's not helpful to me like this.
No, forse.
It won't be useful. It won't be useful. It won't be useful like this.
Wow.
This old mannequin was used to deceive the enemy. The more mannequins there were, the larger and more dangerous the crew seemed. I could use it to distract my dad and enter his cabin. If I could disguise it as a pirate, I could make it pass for one of Kid's most bitter enemies.
dai.
If I'm not mistaken, he named Morgan and Blackbeard earlier. I really see it as a Morgan.
Va bene, vai.
This gives it an aura of mystery. A classy touch. The hat makes...
E mo gli diamo questo.
They seem the right size. I don't think there was much variety of It's starting to look like a member of the crew.
Ci manca soltanto la spada.
Let's try to make it meaner.
Giusto.
Discreetly threatening.
Bene, e penso di aver fatto tutto. Ora andiamo qua e chiamiamo papà.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Capitano, c'è Morgan sul ponte.
Captain, there's Morgan on the bridge.
Morgan. Damn scoundrel. You finally came back for the final showdown. It's really you, foul traitor. What nerve you dare show. By returning to the ship you turned your back on after it welcomed you as a child. Prepare yourself to face my wrath.
While Dad is busy, I can access the captain's
Vai,
cabin.
di corsa.
You won't get far. Take that! Don't even...
Scusate, mi ero fermato a guardarlo perché era comica la cosa. Ok.
Dad has placed the logbook to protect the chalice's contents. Since I'm here, I better take them both.
Giusto. Fa una grinza. Ok, vai, poi
The
torniamo
same
avanti.
acrid smell of the mushrooms I saw in the cave emanates from the chalice. This could explain many things. Dad managed to survive all these years on a mixture of water and mushrooms. Even in
già.
small quantities, they sustain any organism that feeds on them and provide vital energy. On the other hand, they're also a powerful hallucinogen. Dad's state of shock following his fall from the cliffs, combined with the sight of Kid's ship, made him believe that he was the captain. If he keeps drinking from this chalice, he might never wake up. I have to get rid of this chalice. Professor Jones taught us that a strong adrenaline rush will counteract the mushroom's effect. First the chalice and then the adrenaline. One thing at a time.
Va bene, allora poi. Statua.
It's the statue of a dragon. It was also Kid's nick. Other than Scourge of the Seas, he was known as the Sea Dragon for the firepower of his cannons. Better leave it where it is. I don't need it to get Dad out of here. These are the nautical charts of the galley. They will be worth a fortune. With these, it would be possible to retrace the ship's routes and identify the places it visited. I can't deal with this right now. It's more urgent that I find a way to get out of here with Dad.
Allora. Calice.
I don't think... It's the Adventure Galley's logbook. My first priority is Dad, though. Then I can stop.
Allora, calice, che ci potevo mettere?
I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside. I have to get...
Vabbè, penso che non ci...
It's time to end the game.
Ecco.
Don't show your face again, Morgan.
Look who's back. Henry and his kid, the young Morgan.
How did you manage to get here, Steve?
It wasn't difficult. I was looking for you all over town, and suddenly, what a stroke of luck. I saw you entering the crypt in the graveyard. I waited for you a long time. Eventually, I decided to enter and I saw the tunnel. Henry, I didn't think you were still alive. I am partly relieved. My regret was consuming me. In the end, you were right. Kid's ship was docked here in Bone Town.
Oh, come aboard my ship without permission and offend a member of my crew?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Henry, don't you recognize me? It's me.
Dad! Captain! It's Blackbeard. He was also able to get on board.
Blackbeard. Yes, I recognize you now. I see that you and Morgan are still inseparable. You'll end up just
Mo
like
fanno il
Henry,
combattimento.
not again.
you. Leave me no choice.
I understand, Henry. I'm ready.
On guard.
Whatever you want, Henry.
The day of reckoning. Finally.
We'll see who comes out victorious.
I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside.
Let's see if you can handle me.
It has lots of...
Is this all you can do?
I don't need it here. I don't think that would...
God!
Whatever you want, Henry.
I don't want to real...
I can't let you go.
No!
I need this to frame Steve.
This time you won't get away with it.
Let's see if you can handle
Vediamo un
me.
po', cambia.
It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick.
Vediamo un po'. No, la...
Let's see what you can do.
la bambola.
It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person.
Ci frega niente. Magari...
I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't proliferate inside.
Ho capito.
I have to get rid of it.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
Vediamo un po', forse devo uscire. Ah sì. Devo togliere. Andare a togliere il contenuto di questi. Pozzo naturale.
That's not a good idea. It could resurface in the vicinity of the ship. I have to find a way to get rid of it permanently. I have to get rid of it so that the mushrooms won't...
No. Oh. Vediamo un po'. Advendochielli, no.
Let's see what you can do.
Cioè,
On
proviamo
guard!
qui. Allora, il cannone quello sotto? Così spariamo a quello lì?
This cannon is ready to... I should have a valid reason.
Come no?
I should have a very valid reason to do something like that. It should work. It's not a cannonball, so it won't have such a devastating effect.
Ah,
And
ok.
now the coup de grace. Fire!
Boom.
I did it! Heck, I didn't see that coming. The racket from the cannon was more devastating than the shell itself.
Sì.
Better go back on deck and alert Dad.
Andiamo a vedere papà che succede.
You don't stand a chance this time.
We'll see.
Zan zan.
I admit it. You defeated me, Henry.
A victory over a man who was once a friend has no value for me.
Captain, I'm sorry to interrupt your duel, but I think we need to go. The cave
Già,
is collapsing.
e anche di corsa.
What are you talking about?
The adrenaline caused by the duels with Jimbo and Steve is reducing the effect of the mushrooms. Hurry, let's go. There's not much time.
Not before seeing the treasure. I've never been so close to it, and I have no intention of leaving now.
But Steve, not now. There will be other opportunities in the future.
Yes, Steve. The kid's right. Let's run while we still can.
Henry, do you recognize me?
Steve, is that you? Oh, I'm not sure what's happening. It feels like I just woke up from a long dream.
There's no time, Dad. Let's go.
Dad? How come? Who?
You go. I want Kid's treasure. It represents my whole life's work. Henry, just know that I didn't want any of this to happen.
Steve!
Farewell.
Farewell.
Dad, let's go.
Okay, I'll follow.
Hai capito? Qualche ora dopo.
Dad, I finally found you.
Willy, is that really you? How long has it been?
10 years, Dad. 10 very long years.
10 years. So this means you received my letter.
Yes, but why did you only have it delivered after all this time?
I sensed that something was wrong with Steve. I could see it in his behavior. When I realized that the search for Kid's treasure was becoming an obsession, I started to suspect that he could hurt our family. I hid my piece of the map and decided to deal with him. You are a Morgan. You have the spirit of adventure in your blood. But you were only 5, and I didn't want to trouble Mom with such a burden. I hoped that in 10 years Steve's obsession would vanish. I decided that if anything ever happened to me, you, after turning the necessary age, would be ready to pick up from where I left off. So I sent the post-dated letter.
I read Steve's diary. I know you fell off the cliff. How did you survive?
A stroke of luck. I fell right into the sea, and the tide pushed me toward an underwater passage that led directly to the cave. I wanted to find a way to get back to the surface, but I had to recover my strength first. The last thing I remember is some really delightful mushrooms. Then, it's all a blank.
Dad, let's go back home. We have a lot of things to talk about. Plus, we have to find a way to tell Mom without making her faint.
Oh, Elizabeth. Yes,
Giusto.
we should go back.
Ready to leave Bonetown once and for all?
Bonetown is not a bad town. As soon as the legal formalities are arranged, we could think about coming back here. Remember, deep inside the cave is still the adventure galley. Who knows how much it can still tell the world about the golden age of piracy.
Speaking of which, when I took the chalice, I also brought the ship's logbook with me. Here it is.
Night of the Sea sarà il prossimo episodio. Fine. Bene, va bene, dai ragazzi, è stato carino. Gli enigmi non sono troppo difficili, insomma, nulla di che, però come storiella è stata carina, dai. Forse si poteva usare qualcosa di più appunto con gli enigmi e anche un po' più nella storia. Mi è sembrata un po' troppo sbrigativa alla fine. Comunque è stata positiva. E niente, dobbiamo aspettare che finiscono i titoli coda. No, ok. Bene ragazzi, se vi è piaciuto il video mettete un like e soprattutto ricordatevi di iscrivervi al canale Raistlin. Ciao e alla prossima.